Hello, guys.
Hello.
And Nuntar and I are going to begin something that's considered really difficult, and Blorx was telling me doesn't know why it's rated 9 out of 10, or why people rate it that high. I think that's what he said to me. He was asking me why people did that, but anyway, I really don't know the answer. So what we're going to do is Beethro's Teacher, which is requested by Pinnacle. And I've technically already solved the first room, so I'm gonna let Nuntar solve the first two. But
Thank you.
why I don't have those blind attempts up is because I failed in my recording, so I had 40 minutes of me not projecting sound, even though I was projecting sound. But you get the idea. So, yeah, even the greatest master may benefit from a teacher's wisdom, because me and Nuntar are drawn masters. But we need a...
What?
But we need a teacher's wisdom before we can be real masters. So I don't think the first two rooms will be too hard for you, Nuntar. I think they're hard, but they're not like your brain's gonna explode thinking about it. I don't think. I hope not.
Okay.
Don't feel bad. One of them took me 30 minutes to solve, so...
Okay, I'll do my best.
Alright. So, let's begin. I'll let Nuntar do narration, because he's better at it, and...
Beethro had walked the high path for several months. He couldn't be blamed for talking to himself when there was nobody else around for company.
Alright, sweet. And I'm just going to do a quick cut here to make sure I'm recording. Alright. So, yeah, so like Nuntar said, it's after Junior to hold, so... Yeah, so there's dialogue, so let's just sit back and enjoy it.
5 months walking this old road. No point going back the way I came. Pit to my left, pit to my right. And the same road ahead of me. That's all there is. Could go back to the perfectionist complex. At least I'd have someone to talk to. It'd take me another 5 months to walk back, and Rooted Hold could be just around the corner.
That indeed. This is the only required room on the level, I think, that has a monster, and it's the easiest room in the entire hold. So does Nuntar know how to solve this one?
Walk south.
Alright. You want me to keep walking south?
Yes.
Alright. That's actually not the two puzzles I did. That's just, it is the first puzzle, but I don't really count it as one, because it's like... Okay. Back to dialogue.
Not that I've seen many corners around here.
I get the joke, because there's no corners in this room. Okay. I'm just gonna keep going.
It's just gonna go on like this forever.
No dialogue. And more walking.
A side passage. First one I've seen on this path.
You can't actually go that way, you know, Beethro. There's a force error.
He doesn't know that.
And now...
He's silly.
Okay, maybe this wasn't a genius idea.
A
A side passage.
I just like that. Now I wait. Okay, maybe this wasn't the best idea.
Well, back to the long, boring, always the same road. But wait, I see something. Somebody.
Yay!
Beethro, that's a guard.
What's this? Another surfacer out for Netherly jaunt.
Are you with the Empire? The DAA?
You don't recognize me? What parts are you from?
I live in Dugandy.
It's unsurprising you not heard of me then. The Dugandites are a bit shoggy off to bed.
Huh?
Oh, you know, led out by their thumbs. Pusty on the headwalks. Shook hard and buried blue.
What?
Come on, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, you'll be delighted to learn that I am, in fact, Denfrey of Fulse. You've not heard of the greatest dungeon exterminator in all of Afelna?
No.
Well, now you've done better than heard of him. You have met him, my friend.
Say, I happen to be a dungeon exterminator myself.
Really? Ah, now I understand why you're here. You have sought me out.
No, not at all.
Don't be embarrassed. Clearly you seek a mentorship. And there's no shame in that. I will consider it.
You got the wrong...
I accept. You'll be my pupil and protege.
Now hold on.
No questions. Your training begins now, young student.
I'm 52 years old.
Hush, fledgling. Open the door.
Well, that is interesting. And never having played this hold before, I'd always assumed that it would mean that it would be flashbacks to be through having been taught by this guy when he was younger. I didn't realise he actually met him for the first time in this hold.
And
Follow me. Do not be afraid.
yeah, so this guy was going to consider us being his pupil, and then within seconds flat, he was like, okay, you're my pupil.
He doesn't seem to be moving very fast, which is what he's apparently known for.
Oh, you'll see, you'll see.
Careful steps, my lad. A fall from this height would be fatal.
Oh, really?
Wait!
Ah.
The road narrows, and great care must be taken.
Let me pass, Gubbit.
Oh, it's best if you watch me cross first.
So you have to wait a long time.
Reminds me of an event number one.
Well done.
Can't stab him.
I can't take this.
You show great promise. I shall give you a name.
My name is Beethro.
I shall call you Little Fierce One.
Oh, no way. No fracking way.
Behold, ahead looms an edifice of fantastic size.
Wow. I can just barely make it out. You're right. It's huge.
Come, Little Fierce One. We venture forth.
Maybe that's Rooted Hold up ahead.
Oh, you Dugandites.
They got a little guard post set up here.
See what the scroll in that room says.
Does it say don't read this scroll because Denfrey's going to hit the orb?
Well, if you actually try to go up here first, this is impossible to solve because the roaches will kill you.
Yes, that's true.
So you have to read the scroll.
Was going to anyway. What?
And Jobus, I think, is the guard, right?
Jobus was in Perfection.
I don't know who he is, so. I wasn't made to fashion the whims of Empire South. I will go. There begins my new life. And here's where his speed comes into handy.
Flaming Fagundo. He moves twice as fast as the roaches.
Yeah.
It's safe now. You can come on through.
How could he be that fast? Unbelievable.
Well, you could too if you had a speed potion.
Yes, that's how I knew about that joke. That comes up when speed potions are introduced in the city beneath.
I am Denfrey of Fulse. What place is this?
It is Nankept Eminence, and you are not welcome.
Myself and my servant go where we please. Follow with courage, little fierce one.
This is the only way I can go.
Alright, so that was the introduction. 20 times north.
Yes, this is where Drod stops thinking of Latin-based names.
So anyway, this is where the real puzzle starts.
Beethro had wished for companionship, but Denfrey wasn't what he had in mind. He was extremely curious about Denfrey's marvellous speed in combat. Perhaps by keeping near this annoying new acquaintance, a secret would be revealed.
He drinks speed potions for his life.
Quick, look for cracks in the wall.
Now, why do you lag behind?
What do you mean?
A secret might be revealed.
In this room?
Well, I'm just saying, the text hinted at one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, probably.
I will let you choose our path. Fear not, Smitling. Whatever challenge awaits, I will be there to help you.
Alright, so this is the first puzzle I solved.
Yay.
I don't remember it, but I'll let you solve it either way.
Okay, kill the Roach Queen and then leave.
Okay, but how do you get the Roach Queen out is the real puzzle.
Okay, well, first you click on the door surrounding her to find out what opens it.
It's bottom left corner.
And in fact, clicking on all of the orbs might be an idea, since I haven't seen the... Okay.
So this bottom left one is just all positives. Basically it's just to release the roach.
Queen.
Yes. This one closes this door with the arrow on it and opens this left one.
So, so possibly that's where you kill her. And
This one closes these two doors and opens this door.
so that's also a possibility, but what does the top orb do?
This one closes this, which this is open, and then this gets closed, so you can't reopen it. So this is permanently closed. But it
Okay.
opens this one and this one.
So it looks like there's two possible ways to kill the queen via either of the two broken walls. But then it doesn't look possible to use the top one, because if you hit the orb, the top left orb, you get stuck there.
Alright.
So you can't get back round to the other queen to drive her any further west.
Right.
So it has to be the bottom one.
Correct. So is that what you want me to do?
Start by letting her out. Sounds like a plan.
Alright.
Okay, now it gets interesting.
So what do you want me to do?
Go anti-clockwise around the room.
This way?
Yes, because I'm noticing that if you went straight up, then the queen would easily be driven down to the far right of her box, but then she'd get stuck in between the arrows. So go west until she starts moving, and then go back east. And now if you step east, she'll go all the way down to the bottom.
Right.
So Is this right so far?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so go down to the bottom.
Oh, I mean, it's semi-right. I want you to realize something before.
Yes, well, I realise that it's going to be a bit tricky to manoeuvre her onto the arrow from here.
Right.
Would it help if we'd made her spawn a roach? Is that
Yeah, it would help.
just as a wild guess? Okay, and I think you have to do that when you first let her out, because otherwise it's going to be very tricky to get her in the right place.
Right, so not going that way.
No, you'd have to restart right to the beginning. I'm pretty sure.
Well, you can, because the moment the queen walks off this, the queen is still technically there, so it won't spawn roaches.
That's right, she doesn't... Well, yeah, she doesn't spawn on a square she moved from. Okay, so if you just go anti-clockwise around one more time, she should go back up.
Mm.
Oh no, she'll go into the arrow trap. That's bad.
But you do need to spawn another roach. That is true.
Well, it was just a guess. I haven't seen how it would help us. I just saw that this little bit of getting onto the arrow can't be solved as is, so it was really the obvious thing to try.
Right, so once the queen will go up here no matter what, and so the moment you try to go back, it's not going to start going until it goes to the bottom left like that. And by that time, you're too slow. So I guess the question is, what is one thing we can do to keep the queen from getting in this middle one?
Maybe if you sent her straight down now. No, straight down. And yeah, go round to the left. And now go back.
Yeah.
Run east so that you're close to her, and then drive her to the northeast. Then you should be able to get the extra turn to send her back towards the... Yes. So if you undo and time that so that she's on the correct turn when she...
Yep.
Okay.
It's not really the only thing we can do is just move the roach this way, or we can move him to the right. So we either can go left or right.
Left would seem appropriate.
Alright. Then what do you want me to do?
Go up and checkpoint. Now I'm trying to remember how we got the queen past the arrow traps the first time.
We just went anti-clockwise.
Okay, so do the same thing again.
So that roach should stay nice and tucked in where he is. Yeah, I think I'm okay.
Is this on the right track?
Yeah, this is on the right track.
Ooh, I feel good. Right, so we can't... to get the roach out, we need to be in the northwest, but we can't do that now because the queen would go on the arrow trap, so I'm guessing we move her on to the next station.
Yes. Right there.
Right there. Now if you get the roach out... Oh, no, that... Oh, I see. The roach goes on the diagonal trapdoor.
Right.
Yes. And then you're down on the west side, and now you can push the queen up to next to where the roach is. Go up on the east side, and she should go on the arrow.
Yep, that's correct.
Okay.
So now the problem is, how do we kill this roach? Now that we've used it.
For that, you could use the top passage.
Right.
You'd have to go down on the other side so the roach doesn't go into the trap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now you can easily go up to the top. Not like that. Also, because there's a green door there, I think you have to do that. I think you have to do this last, don't you?
Yes, you want to kill this queen first.
Yeah, kill the queen first, then the roach.
There you go.
Yes. There we go.
So yeah, that was the quicker room that took me a quick time to solve. This one took me about 30 minutes, so...
Okay. It looks horrible.
I mean, it is horrible. It at first seems kind of easy, and then you realize that it's not.
Well, okay, so we're going to have roaches thrown at us every 30 turns.
Mm-hmm.
And there are far too many doors. I hate rooms with a lot of doors and orbs because you have to keep in your mind the whole time what all of them do.
Well, I think this one is a little easy. This one opens the top. This bottom
Well,
one.
that's not easy because as soon as you hit that, the queen's going to go into the arrow trap. So that's not easy at all.
Well, I mean, like, just knowing what they do, the orbs.
Okay.
So yeah, this one opens this. These top ones toggle these two doors.
How on earth can that help?
This one opens all these guys, but it closes you inside.
Yes, does let you out the other way though, and
Yeah, this one opens all these. This one opens all these.
right. I see. This is horrible.
So I actually solved the first part, the first half fast. It's the second half that it took me like 25 minutes, so...
Oh, but I was thinking that the first half can't be done without using something from the second half. Maybe I'm wrong. Because it seems to me, so if you click on one of the doors next to the top roach queens,
Yeah.
so click yes, so that is only affected by that orb.
Mm.
And the orb is 3 columns east of the queen, so when you hit it, she will certainly move into that arrow trap.
Right.
Unless you can find a way to prevent that.
Mm-hmm.
One way would be to drop... No, you can't.
Best thing is if my voice goes out, you'll still be heard, and you're the one solving it, so it all works out.
But
I'm joking. I know my mic's working. Just making a joke.
but it's impossible.
Is that?
She can't. She will never spawn on doors or trapdoors. You can't kill her once she's gone onto the top square. Well, at least not without being trapped. Nothing affects arrows because this was made in, I think, 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
There's no mimics in the room.
I'll give you a little hint if you want one.
No.
You don't? Okay.
Click on the 2-tile door between the top queens.
It's the same one.
Yeah, and that's and again, there's nothing else that affects it. Oh, okay. If you could get a roach onto the arrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
There is a little dialogue, so that's right when you step over these arrows.
Ah, this room contained many false arrow traps. Take care to block them with something or you'll have troubles.
Oh, he practically tells you the solution.
Yeah. Contrary to his reputation, he is actually helpful for once.
All right.
Okay. So if you go up and hit the northeast orb, I guess a roach will go up there.
Yep.
And then hit it again.
Yep, that's all set up.
Okay. Have we done anything wrong yet? It feels too easy.
No, you haven't done anything wrong yet. It's the left side that's tricky. The side's really easy.
Okay, so kill a few roaches and get down to the bottom orb.
And I can go up there and kill them now. You can kill them later. You don't have to deal with them right now, but we can just get them out of the way.
Right.
All right. And you don't need them later, so I'm just... I mean, there's really nothing... No way you can... Wait, do you need them later? Actually, I forgot. I'm going to leave them alive for now.
Okay.
Because I forget if you actually need them later or not. Because you can't get them out, so...
Right. Okay. Go and do the other half then.
Alright, let me just checkpoint real quick, because I seriously have forgotten the solution. Alright, so...
You're taking a bit long. I think I'll have a little snack. Good luck. I'll be back.
What? You got food? Wait, I'm starving. He's not hearing me.
So this is the second half, which took me ages to figure out, so...
Okay. So when you hit that orb, all the doors by those two queens are going to open.
Mm-hmm.
And you've pretty much got to hit it on turn 28 so that the top queen will be on the second door.
Right.
Because any other turn and she's going to go into that trap. Then the question is, how do you stop the bottom queen going into the trap? Because it looks like you don't have time.
Yes, exactly.
Is there a way to bring a roach from the first half to do anything? Not that I see how that would help.
No, I actually tried that. I could not get a queen in here. The system is made. You can't get a queen through here.
Right. And that door's permanently closed now.
Right.
Right. Is there any way to do anything with the bottom queens other than just kill them?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought it might be because they looks a bit too easy to kill these two. Question is, what can we do?
How did I figure this out?
Okay, well, you have to hit this orb on turn 29.
Right.
And that means the bottom queen will stay there and she'll continually spawn roaches.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see how that helps. But it is an interesting fact that's true about the room. Oh, well, one thing No.
Oh, I remember how to solve this room. Yep. Okay.
I was just thinking you could go back into the right-hand half and then go down to the bottom so that the queen moves northwest. But then you can't get back into the left-hand half, so that's not right.
There is actually a tricky solution here. I remember it now, and
It's tricky?
it is tricky.
Okay, give me a hint then. Have we done anything wrong so far?
You do need one of these top right queens. Before you ever walk in here, you need to do something with one of these top right queens.
Oh, is there a way to drive one of them into the western half?
You can't put it in the western half, but you can have it affect the western half.
Okay, go back to the last time you were on the checkpoint at the bottom. And or here. No, you have to be on the bottom checkpoint because of the force arrow. So let's have a look at what that might be.
So it's a nice clean room, so you can kind of see what you might have to do. It's a really tricky solution. So but you do indeed need one of those two top queens. You don't need both of them, you just need one of them. So doesn't matter what happens to one of them.
Okay, well I noticed that if you move them west at the correct time, one of them will spawn an egg in the gap, and that makes it possible to get the other one out of there.
Right, so which side do you want the egg to spawn on, I guess is the question.
Well, that depends on where we're trying to move them, and as I haven't yet seen... Well, you don't want to drive her into the passage, because that would block you from hitting the orb.
Unless you kill it, but that's not going to help you.
So the only other place where she would even affect the western half at all is if she's on the lower force arrow. Is that?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, I don't see how, but
I'll kind of let it fall upon you why it has to happen.
yeah.
All right, yeah. So I do need the forget how to do this part. How do I get these two down again? I do need roaches to spawn in there, I think.
Yes, you move them to the west first, and then move them to the east first, and then move them to the west with the correct timing.
Like that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He need to be on the other side.
Yes.
So I think it was at. Was it on the 9 or yeah? I think it was on the 9. No, it was the 7. That was the
5.
Yeah. Alright, now we can get this queen down.
You have to face the right way to hit the orb. Yeah, that does it. And she'll rest on those force arrows, and then you just get below them to push her up again.
Alright. So she does spawn 3 more roaches. That does make it a little tricky. Get over here, and then she can get on top of there.
Right. And she spawns a roach under her, which I suppose is what was really significant.
Mm-hmm. Do you know why? Because I mean, it's pretty much execution right now. So, on this top left, we know that one of these 2 roaches are going to get away, no matter which one. Right? So we know this top one, there's no way to ever change or make it stop in any way, so we have to end it on turn 28 and have it spawn a roach.
Yes, I worked that out immediately.
So this roach is the one we need to stop.
Yes, but I just don't see how having a roach alive at the bottom helps us. I mean, it does mean that the... no, it doesn't. Oh, yes, it does. It means that when you hit the orb, the queen and the roach will both move towards each other, so that the queen stops 1 square sooner than she would, and she will also start spawning roaches.
Mm-hmm.
But just being able to generate roaches in that area doesn't seem particularly helpful because you'd have to kill them to get back past the orb.
So we need something on this arrow. That's how you stop this roach. So you can't get a regular roach. This is how I figured this out, because I was like, okay, so I can't get it to spawn. I can't get any regular roaches in there. So the only way to actually stop this is a queen being right.
Of course, the queen moving to only one tile to her northeast instead of two means that you can push her southwest again.
Right. This is a tricky puzzle. So then the queen will happily go into that corner, and then we time it on the how does this happen again? Oh yeah, you just need to spawn a roach inside there, and then there you go.
Yes.
So that was the solution that took me ages to figure out.
Delicious. Let's see how you've been doing.
Do you still have any food left?
Sorry, I just finished my last piece of Horster pie. Should have said you were hungry. Excellent. You've dealt with the west part brilliantly. I knew I wouldn't have to worry about you. You're definitely a quick learner.
Yeah, so that's not the easiest puzzle by any means.
It wasn't very hard though.
Yeah. It's just you have to realize you need one of the queens.
Yes, but well, the thing was that there were very few other options, so it wasn't that hard to come to that realization.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, so it's probably one part right here. So this is where I ended last time. So I've not looked at this room. So next time, Nuntar and I will start solving something fresh.
Sounds good.
So see you then, everybody.